welcome to the podcast So Casted. I'm your host, Tara Lockett. Today's topic, mental levels versus race. But before we get into that topic, I want to remind you that mental health awareness is every single day. Please be sure to show kindness because you never know what the next human is dealing with. Now, we do celebrate it in the month of May, and we are currently in the month of June now. And I want to give a shout out to Pride Month, and we celebrate June and Pride Month as well as Juneteenth. Now, I want to share a wisdom dot with you from Tara. Mental constipation is a real backup. So casted and clear your mind. It is the vision of our future. Mental levels versus race. Now, I want to share three things with you. And when I share those three things, we'll go back and talk a little bit about it. But when it comes to mental levels versus race, we have to look at relating to family, education, and cultures. Then we have to understand relationship types. Then we have to understand and know our human right to heal. Now, the relating to family, education, and cultures, when it comes to mental levels and race, we really have to look back at the past and heal it because a lot of times there are some cultures left out. Basically, the African American culture left out in understanding their history of their family, getting a proper education, and then understanding their whole culture in a whole. We're still trying to figure out how to get over racism, unfortunately. Now, the four relationship types I want to mention to you is anxious, that's preoccupied, disorganized, that's fearful and avoidant, avoidant, which becomes dismissive, and then the one that we should all strive for, and that is a secure. That means that you are at peace with yourself and you have learned to love God, you've learned to love yourself, and then you've learned to love others. I want to read something from a psychiatrist by the name of John Bowley, and he states, one's relationship with their parents during childhood has an overarching influence on their social and relationships in the future. Your early relationship with your caregivers sets the stage for how you will build relationships as an adult. Now, mental levels versus race. I want to share a story with you because it's very interesting to me. I had asked my sister when she was living in Tyler. I asked her, I said, let me ask you this question. Just take away the age of your year of birth and tell me what mental level age do you think you are? And it was interesting because she understood that question. And she said, I'm 21. And I appreciated her honesty because that's where we start. We have to start when it comes to mental levels and race. We have to get to that first step of being honest. We are breaking barriers. We are breaking cycles. We are breaking generational patterns. Quite frankly, we are breaking generational curses. So we have to understand what those mental levels mean and what does our race entail. The truth is, when you look at race, each one of us, no matter who we are, we can learn something from each other. And that's the beauty of humanity. When we take away racism and we take away all that other hate that's attached to it, then we can learn something about one another. And when we find that we all have something in common, which is we're all humans, then we might start thinking about treating each other a little bit better. Now, I want to let you know that we do have a human right to heal. We're not just stuck. You know, it's like finding those levels of understanding is so important and key to the mental process, also to releasing the emotional baggage that we carry. And it is important for us to come to that conclusion about the level that we are in mentally and understanding our own race and culture and healing and cleaning up, not shoving the dust under the rug, not doing that, but taking the time to sit down, talk, and heal. Remember, you have a human right to heal. And I say that you can choose to become a better human. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our goal. So casted, don't you quit because your mind matters and truly is the vision of our future. Imagine great.